you're wasting your time with, Olympic distance racing. And I said, look, with no disrespect, you've been to the Olympic Games and you should sort of step it up. And she's like, yeah, I might think about it, but she still had some Olympic aspirations.
Yeah.
And I think that she changed her mind real quick when she got a really good result over Natasha Budman in Wildflower 2 years ago.
Yes.
And now she finds herself, the 70.34, world champion.
Yes.
And today, her first attempt at this race. How is she doing right now?
You know what? She has run such a smart race. Right as we are looking on the screen, let's.
This is for the lead. Yep.
This is the pass for the lead. Chris Lieto with McCormack coming by. McCormack certainly looks like when they went by, he was the man on a mission, and I don't blame him because he knows that right behind him is Craig Alexander. Because Craig Alexander looks absolutely fantastic. But look at that, Chris Lieto hanging in there. He's not just going to let him barge by, and they seem to be having a few words. They had a few words as he ran up, but look at that.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to last long.
No, I know it's not going to last long, but you know what? It's great. It's great TV,
it's awesome.
And it's it's good spirit because you know what? If he can pull him, he wants to try and keep that gap to Tim DeBoom and to Craig Alexander as long as he can. I think Lieto would love a top 3 finish, but he knows there's a couple guys closing on him quickly. So. This is fantastic. Boy, what a race it's been out there.
What a day. We've had plenty to talk about all day. And Chris Lieto, coming back up onto the shoulder of Chris McCormack. It's great to see him hanging in there for as long as he can. Now, Craig Alexander, the Australian, he's done one Ironman before. He's won plenty of 70.3 races. He's been the hottest triathlete in the United States for the last 4 years, winning just about everything that he goes in.
Yeah.
And today he finds himself in 3rd place at the Ford Ironman World Championship.
And you know what, both he and Sam McGlone, or what debut performances, what smart races by both of them. They've both, shown great maturity by not just, taking off. But you know what I really love here is the spirit of Chris Lieto. Look at him.
Oh,
you know what? He's
unbelievable.
no, just look at him. I'm not going to say die here. You've come along. I'm going to make use of the fact that he can pull him, and he knows that anything can happen. And if he keeps himself there with Macca, that could keep him in the top 3. So.
Oh, absolutely. For as long as he can. You know what? Anything can happen in this race, and we're not going to, put the knockers on anyone. But it's a long day in the sun, and there we go. We've got pictures of Craig Alexander now coming up from behind. It looks like he's running pretty much the same pace as those two guys up the front. So that is good for Chris Lieto if he can just hold on to that pace. Now, when they head out to the Energy Lab, they turn left and they go down for a mile, and then they turn right and go out for a little bit, and they turn around. They get their special needs bags, and that's what that's probably next on their agenda. They're going to micromanage this marathon run. They break it up into sections. And how did you look at it? Because you're going to get your special needs down there, and you know that you're going to get something that you really need.
Absolutely. You always put something that's a little bit of a comfort food in there. As we're looking at the screen there, you saw Chris Lieto look back over his shoulder, pull off to the side, and I think he just, that was his brave effort right there, but he is definitely falling off the back. I think he looked back and may have seen Craig Alexander coming up, and he knows that he has to manage himself through the section in and out of the Energy Lab, because once you get up, it's that last 6 miles home, that's where he has to hang on to it, and that's where, so much can go wrong and you can lose so much time. So
yeah, exactly. And in just a few minutes, we're going to have Tom West from Dell step in, and we're going to have a bit of a chat to Tom. So when he comes over here, we'll get going with that. But right now, look at that. The elastic band has really broken.
Oh, it's totally snapped right here. But you know what? I love that spirit. It's fantastic. The spirit of Chris Lieto out there, and just giving it. He's not going down without a fight. So.